It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Play action now with Daniels. He rolls to his right. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout. Before that 1st down play. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Ready, ready. Black 40, drill, 50, smash, ready, set.
Now Mariota. He gets it right back to McLaurin. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 ready. Ready.
Back to throw, Mariota. And he's got it, it's in close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. 4 chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal.
Ready?
Sign quarterback run here. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Let's go now.
Tight end in motion left.
30.
White will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Sight, drill, green. Rail, yellow. Hut, hut.
3rd down from the gun. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Connects on the crosser. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They take the hands off. Now Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. Going all the way to the end zone here. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Commanders will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Set.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Black shot. Set.
Mariota. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Williams now on first and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys parlay the interception into points.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. Around check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go.
They send a tight end in motion.
Set. Go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready?
Throwing is Mariota. He's got Jalen Lane. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Six.
Another Washington and 10 at the 32.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Back to throw, Mariota. Sends this to the end zone. And he's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders break the tie here in the first. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14. Cowboys 7.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 14-7 game. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Another run for Williams. Not much space available there, maybe two. That brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Prescott now to throw on third down. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, here's Dak. Bails out of the pocket quick. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
From the gun is Prescott. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You want to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go.
Going left side, Williams with it. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort. Better to be lucky than good sometimes, Kate. He gets drilled. The QBs know that feeling. When you're letting it go and you get hit, definitely not the throw he wanted. And by happenstance, the adjusted throw still found a home, and that home was his teammate.
Running on second with White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Mariota. That is batted away up front. Throw doesn't even get beyond the line thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
95.
They'll run for it with White. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Dak off the play fake. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Prescott out of the gun, 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kane Medrano makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Red. Let's go. 33. Yellow. Huge. Yellow. 6. Mega. Real grit. Dog red. Ready?
Here's Mariota now. They'll drop this down. White. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10. It's a gift to White. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Strike. Here we go. Here we go. Block 10. Slice. White. Set. Go.
Mariota to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Slide through.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. Offensive line fast.
Striker. 3.
12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Green gap. Steel. Black. Cut.
Dropping back to throw. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Getting out to his left. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Moody knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down for points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He's going deep this time. Caught at the 20-yard line. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts from the 16. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Katie. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Rolling out to his left. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Escapes the pocket. He's going to try another deep one here. This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. George Pickens the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Set.
Now Mariota. He throws a bullet to the center of the into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by White. He gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Wait. Ready.
Back to throw, Mariota. He's going to push one deep down the right. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the third. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. They want to run it across. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Commanders 25.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning from the 18-yard line. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Prescott here from the gun. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott vacates quickly left side. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First and goal. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready, red, field, black, 60 red, 60 red.
Motioning one of the tight ends.
Ready,
Mariota. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
six, red. Ready, dog red. 52 goals.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs from 37.
Bro, 52.
A gain of 16
Here we
yards.
go.
Out of the gun, White. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
There's another Washington Commanders first
Here we
down.
go.
1st and 10
Black
at
40.
the 50-yard line.
Grill green. Stripe blue. Blue striker. Spot.
Throwing from the gun here. Flush down out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. So 2nd down coming up.
Red cycle. Down. Black shot. Smash. Red. Ready.
Throwing is Mariota. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38.
Blue 32. Hut.
Chased out to his right. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the gun, a run for White. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
At the 12-yard line.
Ready up. Needle blue. Set. Ready. Black. Black. 95. Hut. Hut.
Back to throw, Mariota. He brings it in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders making a 4-point game here in the 4th. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
He's got to go back for this one. Great punt. Fair caught at the 6.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. Field, 60 red.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
Set.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time he was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Mariota. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
38.
Running back sent in motion left. Throwing now on 1st down. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kobe Durant has it. And the Cowboys take over as he records his 10th career INT.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate, they stretch you vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Billy. What do you think?
They go with Williams on the counter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
We're looking to throw. Nice caught. He's got Lamb. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They're going to try with the wideouts. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. George Pickens the touchdown. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays. Really, there's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities in traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole other set of issues for defenses.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Kicks away from one. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense. often forgetting it's special teams and a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
Ready. Blue 30, black shot. Fly 2, huge, yellow. Black ultra. Red, cycle.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pulled in by his back, right. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
10 black. Blaster, 6. Smash, red. Red, yellow. Edo blue. Touch.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Let's go. Fight, red, 38. Blue striker. Ready.
Mariota to throw. Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up third and inches.
Ready. 56, 22 meters. Blue green. Check, huh?
Here's Mariota now. That one connects. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
And the Commanders first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Black shot.
One of the tight ends motioning left.
Ready.
They are throwing it again. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. It's loose. Live ball inside the end zone. Oh. Oh, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. If you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. They'll throw third and long. That's caught for the first. Racing down the left side to the 10. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown.